Welcome to It's Ice with the Lep. I'm your host, B. Lepo. This week, we're going to just continue to discuss the insidious nature of social media and how it's poisoning our entire lives, our psychology, everything about us. And there are people who have broken the spell, and there are people who are under the spell. And you need to decide which one you are. It's not that you don't have a valid argument. It's not that you don't feel passion for your country or for life or whatever you believe your beliefs are. It's irrelevant. Human beings were not meant to interact through text. They're meant to interact through human emotion and, face to face, And it's really a spell that needs to be broken. And the only thing I can do, and I'm not sitting here thinking that I've got something figured out or I'm above anybody or anything like that. But for the record, I'm right about this. It's poison. And I see it affecting a lot of people's psychology. There's a lot of my friends that are saying like how tired they are and how they're tired of feeling sad and they're tired of the vitriol and the hate and this and that. And it's as simple as don't engage, okay? Have your opinions. Know your opinions. When you're with a group of people, discuss your opinions face to face. The conversation will go 150 times better than it will on the platform of social media of your choosing. Twitter is a cesspool of just fucking disgust and trolls and dickheads and zingers and cancel culture in general is born out of Twitter, Facebook is just becoming just disgusting, and it's a fine line because I get it. Like, you feel the virtue, you feel like you have to say something, because your freedoms are in check and in question and shit. And there is some truth to that, and and again, always we acknowledge the ice, the hypocrisy here. Like, I'm virtue signaling right now. I'm telling you, my thoughts. And a lot of you are like, this asshole, and, but it's like, unfortunately, you've got to, get in bed with the devil to, maybe make him calm down, So my point is that the psychology of a lot of my friends are being affected right now, and they don't even know it. They're under the spell. You've got to get a hold of it. This upcoming election is just going to wreck everything. There's no way around it, okay? Well, there is a way around it, okay? So if Trump wins, it's just more of the same bullshit. Half of you are like, I love that. The other half of you are like, oh God, please. If Biden wins, it's going to be a lot of the same bullshit. Half of you will be like, yes. The other half will be like, oh God. And both outcomes are going to be equal in fuckery and pissiness and upsettingness. I mean, Trump's already angling for the rigged election, loss. And if that happens, it'll be a fucking stalemate. And there'll be this big fascist bullshit. If Trump wins, liberals are already, already ready to continue the bullshit fight that they've been doing for the last 4 years. Not that it's bullshit. I'm a liberal. I'm with you, But there are different ways to go about it. There are better ways to go about it. I've said since the beginning, Trump, the Russia thing, not to go down this rabbit hole, but fuck it, everyone else does. I never once believed that Trump was smart enough to collude with a foreign government and not oust himself. He did kind of oust himself, but not because he's some mastermind Bond villain. He's a fucking asshole. You know, he can't help himself. Two things can be true at once. Did Russia help get this prick elected unbeknownst to him? Definitely. You know, is he some James Bond mastermind that could hack this entire thing and furthermore even think about it? Fuck no. He's a fucking narcissist, you know? So two things can be true, you know? Did Trump signal to a lot of people who felt undercut by the former administration, the Obama administration, and they felt like they had to get their say back, or he was a wrench in the system that would blow everything out of the water? I get that, you know. Is he the swamp? Yes. Now, it was a gamble. You didn't know. You know, you thought maybe he wouldn't be, and you know, and I kind of get that. But unfortunately, he is. And unfortunately, everyone is. You know, if Biden gets in, it's not that I think he's going to have the magic wand and there'll be no pushback and I'll agree with every single fucking policy he's ever done in his life and, you know, whatever. I just choose him over, you know, him. Am I proud about that? You know, do I think that Biden's a flawed guy? Definitely. Do I think Trump's a flawed guy? Definitely. Do I think I'm a flawed guy? 100%. You know, there are no absolutes in life, you know. And I'm not just talking to the fucking conservatives here, okay? Liberals with the constant barrage of bullshit. And I get where you're coming from. You know, you feel like you're trying to do some good. Get out and do some good. Go out and do some good. Talk to people face to face. Engaging on social media is just poison. You know, it's fucking poison. And I can't tell you, there's such a weight lifted now that I don't engage in the text. In the text back and forth, clusterfuck, battleground, the battleground, you know, that everybody thinks is really helping. And all it's doing insidiously is totally fucking us, you know. So you've got to get out of your own way. Use Facebook to promote your business or say nice things or whatever. Yeah, and some of you absolutists will be like, I'm an American, it's my freedom, and I'm going to say my opinion. And, you know, I hear you. I'm saying my opinion right now. I'm not going to read comments. You know, I'm not going to get into a argument with people. You know, I'm just saying what I think and moving on. You know. So I'm just saying we need to really change. We're all in this psychological experiment that we didn't sign up for, we don't know anything about, and furthermore, neither do the fuckers who made this shit. They don't realize what they're doing. You know, Zuckerberg is Zuckerberg. He's a fucking shell of a human with no fucking soul. But I don't think he's an evil mastermind. I just think he rubbed the lamp, the genie came out of the bottle, and now there's no putting it back in. Same way with that Twitter dude. Same way, you know, it's like, it's all good and bad. And we're not seeing the bad. Not all of us are seeing what it's doing to society. It's not Trump. It's not Hillary. It's this tool of expression that has changed us fundamentally. And we don't even realize it. You know, like I said, a lot of my friends are saying the exact same thing. I'm so tired of this, you know, and they're just feeling depressed. And it's all because if they say their opinion through text on a device, social media, all of a sudden their world is attacked. It didn't used to be that way. You know, and that's a serious problem. And you've got to break the spell. You know, snap out of it. Snap out of the spell. The world will still turn. Politics are still a bunch of fucking crooks. And let me tell you one other real quick thing. Ever since I was a fucking kid, the media are the assholes. Always. Like, it's no secret. I mean, the fucking reporter, Mr. McGee, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Mr. McGee from The Hawk. He was the fucking dick in the whole thing. He was the reporter. you know? So, like, everybody's like, the media is terrible. They've always been terrible. They're fucking dicks. That's what they do. You know, that's what they're supposed to do. The difference lately is capitalism was allowed into journalism in the 90s. Look up David Simon and watch his speech to Congress about how all of that happened during his watch. Corporate pigs took over media, you know, all across the nation, and it became a business. It was no longer a virtue to be a reporter, to keep in check power. It's now controlled by capitalist fuckery on both sides. And maybe there's a shitload more liberals. Maybe, you know. There's a shitload of conservative media wing outlets as well, you know. So it's like, I just feel like you're putting too much stock in. Watch local news, take it with a grain of salt, look at both sides of the big picture, and the truth is directly in the middle, usually. You know, I personally detest Trump. Okay, I've said it before, I'll say it again. However, I'm not attacking every single fucking thing he does because I think it's wasted breath. He's going to do what he's going to do. The other side's going to do what they're going to do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do in the voting box, whether it be mail-in or not. And that's it. The other thing, real quick, because I know I ramble and this is bullshit, is it's also poisoning our humanity. You know, our entire ethics. The mask debate, the dreaded mask debate. You know, cigarette smoking in public. You know, spitting gum on the sidewalk. You know, all of them are liberties. And, you know, I don't know. We'll get into that one another time in extent. I already have rambled about it. Whatever. I'm rambling. I'm a dickhead. And I don't know shit. I don't know shit. Remember, I'm just venting here, okay? On social media, which sucks. All right. I'm B. Lepo. It's ice.